EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go one more.
Mike.
57 Mike.
Get it ready.
On first down, Tubbs complete. It's Henry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Cut. Now.
On first and 10, Tubbs. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hey, lock it. Look, squeeze. Okay, go.
On second down now, it's Ward. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready. 50, plant.
Number 53.
Yep.
53. Watch the screen.
Let go.
On third down, Moore. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with fourth down and a yard.
Brings up fourth down and 1.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Undercross. Bam.
Hey, switch gears.
Kill.
They'll try and run for it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, Tubbs. And a big one. falls here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Looking to throw. Tubbs, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Leo!
Check 43!
Smith! Ready to go?
Let's go.
Get it!
Operating from the gun. Tubbs. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Here we go. 10 Tucson.
Yeah.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
59. Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. Whip. 80 weapon. Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
A 51-yard gain.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. From the gun, Love. It's caught, Smith. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
The score, Seahawks 7, Bears 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Ward, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, because it seems to be working pretty well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Tubbs rolling to, and a pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
1st down, Seahawks.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Second and 6. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Love. And he's got it. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
2nd and 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carter. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Set clear. Set.
53's mine.
Rock it.
Watch the eye.
And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Bravo.
Check out route.
Hard.
Watch it.
Go.
From the gun, Tubbs, and it's complete. Henry, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
53. Mike, 53.
Hey, Delta. Right.
Operating from the gun, Tubbs, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Five. Joe out. 5.
Back to throw. Tubbs. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Cut. Hey, Sam off.
Check. 53's mine.
Hit it.
From the gun, Tubbs. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Greystone travel. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Ready, go!
Throwing on first down. Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. On 3rd and 2, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen.
And got his man complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Wow.
50 eggs a month. Go 50 eggs a month.
You got nothing to run. You got nothing.
To throw again. Love. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Switch, General, West. Slam.
Now Taylor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. On first down, Taylor. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Watch twins. 66. Bully ride. Kill.
The give to Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It certainly wasn't one of the more conventional plays ever run, but it gained a first down, and they got the ball in the hands of a playmaker.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Love. His throw incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, orbit. Hey, lock it. Squeeze. Check 49. Watch twist.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Mike 51. Come on. Zoom, fellas. Let's go. Mike 51. Let's go, D. Let's go. Ready, go.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. Over the middle, it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Taylor, and an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Going to give this time to the tailback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd and 2, Love. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor, and an alley to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Love. He finds Taylor, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 61. Matchbox. Right. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Love. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. It's the fullback there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Pull it together.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Now. He's checking crap. Hatchet. Check 52. Chance.
On the ground with Ward. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
It's a party now. Ready to go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike. Sit up. Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tubbs. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun. Tubbs. Throw left side complete. It's Carter. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Tubbs. And he finds a man on a crossing route. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run it with Ward, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Back to throw. Tubbs. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, Charlie.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On 4th down, Tubbs. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 13. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, baby. Let's go.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come on, QB, come on.
Hey, Haywood.
To throw again. Tubbs. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 35. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 41 yards.
Ready.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Check 26. Watch out.
Rock it. Clear. Steve Griffin.
Now a give, right side. It's Ward. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey, Echo.
Let's bring it. Mike, 53.
Hard.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Right. Ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Tubbs. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Down. 70 Indy. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get it.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On first down, it's Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the victory here for Seattle. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first week.